Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, little video right here on the new Wrestling Juggernauts channel. Subscribe today. AEW, folks. Sometimes they're a bad company. Sometimes they do bad things. And with that said, folks, here's 5 bad things about AEW there. Number 1, bad ratings, ladies and gentlemen. Rampage, a huge fail. A disaster ratings wise or whatever, product wise. But Dynamite, they were at a big million with CM Punk a few weeks ago, 900 something thousand. Last Dynamite, folks, back at 800,000. What? Talk about a bad rating with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson or whatever. They're not that good a rating. Number 2, they devalued CM Punk pretty much. How did they do this? A supposed wrestling savior of some sort there. He comes back after 7 years and he's somehow very boring and irrelevant out of nowhere. I don't know how they did this, but they made CM Punk worse than he already was or whatever. And somehow Daniel Bryan, he just main evented Mania. He was a big deal in WWE. Here he's boring, serious. He's trying to do technical wrestling. Basically, he's become Dean Malenko or something. The life of Brian, the faces, anything that was interesting about him, all gone, folks. So he can be an indie, like American dragon, Japanese wrestler of some sort. So big problem with taking guys that had something and making them shitty, you know what I mean? Basically the old TNA problem there. Number 3, bad booking, folks. Bad booking. It's basically zero storyline, and when there is storylines, they're bad. Very bad. Number 4, lots of bad wrestlers on the roster. They recently brought in a couple guys. Punk, Bryan, Adam Cole wasn't getting shit on NXT. Not really a big sensation, just a Ring of Honor mid-card guy of some sort there. Um, You had John Moxley, Dean Ambrose. He's now an alcoholic in rehab or whatever. It's not funny there, but you know. Jericho is fat, very, very fat, so not that many stars and a whole lot of bums. Overall, it's a bad roster. A couple of mini stars amongst a big bad roster full of shit and midgets or whatever. And number 5, the fans, folks. Probably the baddest thing about AEW. They're killing the wrestling community with their toxicity and bad attitudes, folks. Bad excuses, bad hygiene, bad health. These motherfuckers, the majority of them are like 300 pounds. Some of the baddest wrestling fans in all of wrestling history. I mean, and one of the worst companies of all time. They're embarrassing us real wrestling fans. Real wrestling. Yes, so that's about it there, folks. I uploaded a late night SmackDown review over in the Wrestling Jesus group there. So join today, folks, to get some extra material in the Wrestling Jesus group, along with Wrestling Ranters there on Facebook. Check it out, folks, and stay tuned for new and better material coming this week right here on Wrestling Juggernauts, folks. It's a new era, goddammit. The Wrestling Jesus entering a new direction, folks. Here on Wrestling Juggernauts. I'm gonna be better than ever, but older, fatter, you know what I mean? But it's an evolution of wrestling talk. It's a new era. Myself, General Jerry, we're taking it seriously this time. We're gonna go all the way with it, folks. All the way to Chinatown, baby. Come on! Subscribe today, folks. Videos, live shows, A material, B material, and that's just in the Wrestling Jesus group alone, folks. Imagine all the stuff I'm gonna do in here, folks. I'm gonna do non-wrestling stuff. Not here in the Wrestling Jesus group. Join today, ladies and gentlemen. Come on! We're on a new direction, folks. Wrestling talk a coming, folks. Ho! Hey! Until next time, peace.